to you very much. It can be in your own language. Valmiki Ramayanam or Tulsi Ramayanam or Kamba Ramayanam or any other Ramayanam, Bhagavatam in any language, Ashtotra Shatanamam, Sahasranamam, Trishati, Saptashati, all those things and other scriptures can also with Tirupavai, Tirukuran, all those holy scriptures, you can chant them every day. By chanting Kirtanam, God's name and glories, mind becomes pure and pure devotion will come. Shravanam Kirtanam, Vishnoho Smaranam, constant practice of the remembrance of God. All the time, as much as possible, we should be aware of His presence within us and everywhere, within everybody else. God is present in all and everything equally, in all the places, in all people, in all beings, animate, inanimate. That is what our Upanishad says, that's what our Granthas, our scriptures say. Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudha atmana prakashate, in the Kathopanishad we study. Sarveshu bhuteshu, in all the beings, without any exception. In Vedanta there is no fine print, sarveshu bhuteshu, with the exception of, no, it's not there. All beings, unconditionally, sarveshu bhuteshu esha gudaha, remains hidden from you. The prakashate does not come out and do, look at me, I am Atman, I am God present in you, he does not see, it remains behind. He is hidden by a shield. The shield is our mind. If our mind is full of impurities like kama, krodha, etc., he is there but I cannot feel his presence, I don't see him. If the mind is purified by Shravanam, Kirtanam, etc., it becomes transparent and God's presence will become immediately apparent and will experience the joy of experiencing oneness with Him. So the mind is the obstruction. He is present. In Gita, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13, sloka 27, this came this morning also. It comes almost every time. It's my favorite sloka. Chapter 13, Kshetra Kshetra Vibhaga Yoga, 27th verse, also 28. There Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parameshwaram vinashyatsu avinashyantam yah pashyati sapashyati. Sarveshu bhuteshu samam tishtantam parameshwaram. In all the beings, without exception, animal beings, human beings, plant beings, inanimate beings, in all the beings, samam tishtantam parameshwaram. The Lord is present to the same extent, but He is not manifest, visible to the same extent in all. In some people, His presence is clearly manifest. We call them saintly people, devotees. They have purified their mind. Presence of God will come out, shine. You can see. If you see a person like that, you can feel the peace and joy, even just being in their vicinity. You don't have to say anything or do anything. If you go near them, you feel the peace, the presence of God. They don't have to say anything, you don't have to ask anything. That is their presence. The presence of God in them is so clearly manifest. The shield has been removed, mind has been purified. But if you see some other people, you get bad vibes, you don't feel comfortable. Something is wrong with this guy, you will feel. Because God is present, but his mind is so full of impurities, it is acting as a concrete wall. He does not know and we don't. He doesn't believe we do, he doesn't care and we also cannot see. But his presence is unconditional. God's presence in me does not depend upon my belief or acceptance. It is unconditional. I must say God is not there. What God are you talking about? There is no God in me. But it does not mean he is not there. He is there unconditionally. His presence is not dependent upon my belief or acceptance. He is there. But I remain unaware of his presence. But he is there. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam samam tishtantam parameshwaram vinashyatsu sharireshu avinashyantam parameshwaram. All the shariras are vinashi, but he is avinashi. Shariras means bodies come and go. They are temporary, they degenerate, they decay, they go away. But his presence is constant. Vinashyatsu Sarireshu Avinashyantam Parameshwaram Yaha Pashyati Saha Pashyati. He who sees is a true seer. We see but we don't see his presence. When I see a new person, what do I see? What do I notice? Man or woman, Indian or American, what nationality, what dress he or she is wearing, what car he or she is driving, what language they speak, what food they eat, what work they do. These are the things that you notice. You notice everything that's outer changing, non-essentials. I miss the most important, namely presence of God, I don't see. So we are not seers. We are seeing but we are not seeing His presence. Yaha pashyati parameshwaram tishtantam sarveshu tishtantam parameshwaram yaha pashyati saha eva pashyati. He who sees the presence of God, disregarding the shell of personality, he is a true seer. Saha pashyati. So His presence is there. We have to constantly be aware of His presence in everybody whom we come across. If nobody is there, in me He is present. Supposing I am sitting alone in my room, nobody else is there, but He is there within me. I am never away from Him. He is the closest one to me. Other people are close to me, but He is the closest one to me. He is my antaryami. He is sarvavyapi. He is present within me. I should always be aware of His presence, cultivating a constant awareness, current of awareness of His presence. Smaranam, remembering. In the midst of all my duties, I should remember God. That's the third discipline. Saranam Kirtanam Vishnoho Smaranam. In the Gita, Krishna says, Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu Mamanusmara Yudhyacha. At all times, therefore, you remember me, Mamanusmara, and Yudhyacha, do your duty. Fight means do your duty. When we are engaged in our daily duties, some people work at home, some people work in the office, some people work in both places. Some people like me don't do much work anywhere. But whatever it is, we have to cultivate constant awareness of the presence of God in me, in other people, in everything, animate, inanimate, animals, plants and things. That be cultivating constant awareness of the presence of God, constant remembrance of the presence of God is a very powerful means to purify the mind and cultivate pure devotion to God. Smaranam. Fourth one is Swaranam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam. Padasevanam means serving the feet of the Lord. Now, how can we serve the feet of the Lord? He does not come and, Sri Ramachandra Swami does not come and stand in front of me, allowing me to do his Pada Puja. It is not possible. But where can I serve Him? How can I serve God? Remember the previous sloka.
He is present in everyone.
He is present in. There is no place, there is no one in whom He is absent. If I serve any person or any being, even if I put water, a little bit of water to a drying plant, if I give a cup of water to a thirsty dog, whom am I serving? He is there. He is present in all the beings. Samam Tishtantam Parameshwara. You don't have to go looking for where do I look for God to serve Him. I see the nearest person needing anything that I can do and do a little bit of service, always thinking that I am serving Him, I am serving the presence of God in this person. It does not have to be a human being even. It can be a plant, it can be an animal. We have to serve, take care of them. We are serving the Lord for the Seva. You don't have to go any place, living wherever you are living. Any place you can find, look around, you find need for service. Pada Sevana, serving the Lord. And serving means, how can we serve God? If there is some need on the part of that person, then we can fulfill that need if we can, if we have the resources and the ability. If not, any work I do, accepting Nishiddha Karma. Nishiddha Karma means immoral, illegal activities, bad thing. That Nishiddha means prohibited action. Nishiddha Karma means prohibited action. telling lies and cheating and stealing, etc. We should not do. Say I am serving God like that. That won't work. Barring those Nishiddha karma, all other work that we do, secular or spiritual, without any distinction, we can do it as an offering to God, as serving of God. Sri Krishna says it clearly in many places in the Gita. 9 chapter shloka 27, Bhagavan makes, whatever work you do it as an offering to me. How can we offer? We offer in the puja some coconut and banana and almonds and raisins and everything. That is one way. But if you offer food to a hungry dog or a hungry person, or give something to a needy person, or go to a sick person and ask if he wants some medicine or give a ride to doctor's office, that's all service to the Lord. It reaches to Him. Whomever you serve, the service reaches Him because He is present in all. Sarvatah panipadam tat sarvatokshi shiro mukham sarvatah swatimat loke sarvamavritya tishtati. 13 chapter 13 verse in the Gita. Easy to remember. If you serve anybody, any being, any creature, human or otherwise, in this whole creation, you are serving Him. But we have to have that attitude in our mind. I am serving Him. Yat karoshi, yadashnasi. When you eat, you are serving Him because He is present as Vaishvanara in our stomach, as Vaishvanara. Every morsel of food I take is ahuti to Him. Every time I drink something or eat something, I am offering it to Him because He is present as Vaishvanara in my body. Aham Vaishvanara bhutva praninam deham ashritah prana pana samayuktah pachamyannam chaturvidham. He is present there. He Himself says, I am present in the bodies of all the beings. Sarvesham praninam deham ashritah. As Vaishvanara Agni. So everything I eat or somebody else eats, I give somebody to eat something, I am offering ahuti to that Vaishvanara present in that person, in me. That is service. And the last word Sri Krishna says about serving the Lord in all forms, through all our activities, without exception, excepting Nishiddha karma, comes in the 18th chapter at the end. He says, Yatah pravartir bhutanam yena sarvavidam tatam swakarmana tamabhyarchya siddhim mindati manavaha. Swakarmana tamabhyarchya. My swakarma, our duty is different from person to person. Duty, swakarma is different. And for the same person, swakarma changes from time to time. What is your duty today is not your duty tomorrow. What is your duty this morning is not your duty tomorrow evening. Changes. Whatever is the duty at the present moment, at any given moment, if I do it as seva, as service, as puja, as worship, that is His worship. It goes to Him. Yatah pravartir bhutanam, He from whom the whole universe has evolved, all beings have evolved. Yena swaramidam tatam, by whom this whole universe is pervaded. Tam abhyarcha, by worshipping Him. How? Sakarmana, by doing my work as worship. All work I do need not be pleasant, need not be glamorous. But work if I do as worship, it becomes worship. Tam abhyarcha, worshipping Him. Swakarmana, by doing my duty as worship. What happens? Manava siddhi mindati. Human beings achieve perfection. That is service. Spada sevanam, archanam mandiram. Next one is archanam. Ritualistic worship. Ritualistic worship, everybody cannot do ritualistic worship in the same way or often because it requires samagri, puja samagri, materials and time and some knowledge of mantras and everything is required. But whatever work we do can be done as worship. But even in doing archanam, there are different kinds of archanam. 4 kinds of puja are mentioned in our tradition. Prathama Pratima Puja. Pratima Puja means a symbol of the divine. It can be a photo, it can be a painting, it can be an image made of clay or gold or some alloy or granite. It can be any or Saligrama or Shivalinga. It can be formless also. Pratima puja, offering Panchopachara puja, Gandha Pushpa Dhupa, Eva Naivedya. Simple, anybody can do. Or simply Dhupa you can do. Chant some mantra, that is puja. If you are in a hurry to go to work in the morning, don't have time to Panchopachara puja, Dashopachara puja, you just take bath and chant some hymns and do some agarbatti like this, and then that is puja. Evening you can do more in detail puja. That is Pratima puja. Can be very elaborate, can be very simple. Depends on you, how much time we have, how much you can do. Japa stotradi madhyama. Chanting God's name, same name if you repeat over and over again, it is called japa. Stotra means chanting the hymn. So many hymns that we saw earlier. In any language, you can chant hymns. It does not have to be only in Sanskrit always. In your own language, many saints have composed hymns in many languages in all parts of India. Whatever appeals to you, whatever is accessible, possible for you, chant some hymns, stotra, and do some japa if possible. Japa can be a mantra that you get from your guru, or it can be general mantra like Gayatri mantra, or Mahamrityunjaya mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, etc. It can be a mantra given to you by your own guru. That mantra you keep on repeating, that becomes japa, purifies the mind. Very effectively, japa purifies the mind. Japa stotra, vibhadyama, uttama manasi puja. All this can be done internally, mentally, without any external paraphernalia. It requires more concentration. You go through this Pratima puja, then japa stotra, you can combine them also. Then if a certain degree of concentration is achieved, then you can do a Manasi puja. Dhyana, meditation you can do. Manasi puja means dhyana, lila dhyana, meditation, etc. you can do. That requires a little bit guidance sometimes. Soham puja uttama. In all the first three kinds of puja, there is separation. I am separate, God is separate. I am the worshipper, God is the worshipped. Like that. But if the devotion becomes mature and pure, then I merges into the He, and only He remains. So we cannot rise to that level very easily, but first three levels are possible for us. So that is Archanam. All work can be done as Archanam. Swakarmana tamabhyarcha siddhyam vindati manava. Chapter 18, Sloka 46 in the Gita. Very important line. Bhagavan makes it so easy. You don't have to do separate Archana. Do all your work as Archana, as worship, mind becomes pure. Siddhim vindati manava. That way, Archana, you can do Archana all the time. Treating patients is puja, teaching students is puja, serving customers is puja, feeding people is puja, driving children to school activities is puja, doing their laundry is puja, cooking, cleaning, vacuuming is puja, doing surgery is also puja. Whatever is your line, your calling, do that with attitude that you are doing worship of God. It becomes worship of God, helps you to purify the mind, pure devotion will come. Swakarmana tamabhyarcha siddhim vindati manava. Now only three are remaining. These are relatively easy. Dasyam. Always meant, Dasa means a servant, like Hanuman was a Dasa of Sri Rama Dasa. All work that we do should be done as service of God, as offering to God, as my servant. I am serving Him. I am speaking, I am serving Him. You are listening, you are serving Him. You will eat prasad, we are serving Him. Somebody cooked prasad, they are serving Him. Everything that we do is His service. I am serving, I am the servant, I am serving Him. Every work I do is I am doing it as service of God. Maintaining that attitude only. All these things happen in your mind. Mostly all spiritual practice, mostly 99% in the mind. Our work does not change that much outside. Outside we do the same, go to the same place of work every day, do the same work at home every day. But what changes is our attitude. This is all doing as worship, as offering. Thus, I am the servant of God. He is my Lord. Bhavan Prabhu, Aham Dasa. I am the servant, you are my Lord. Maintaining that attitude all the time in our mind. Dasyam. Sakhyam, Maitri. In the description of the Bhaktas, Lakshanas of Bhaktas, 12th chapter of the Gita, Sloka 13, Sri Krishna mentions Maitri, Maitra Karuna Evacha, Adveshta Sarabhutanam, Maitra Karuna Evacha. Patanjali also says Maitri. We should be friendly towards all beings. We don't have to be friendly with wicked people, then they may take advantage of us. But you don't have to hate them also. You can remain neutral. Most we should be as friendly as possible. We should see the presence of God in all, be friendly towards all people. With charity towards all and malice towards none, like Abraham Lincoln said. No malice in our hearts to anybody. No adveshtas or no dvesha in our hearts. Even if they be wicked people, why we should hate them? We remain neutral. No hatred in our hearts. Hatred burns us. It does not do. If I hate somebody, that somebody remains unaffected, my heart will become polluted. I am burning myself. Hatred is something that I do to myself, harm to myself, not to that other person whom I hate. He remains unaffected. So hatred is very bad, self-destructive. So no dvesha. Sakyam, friendliness, maitri. Last one is atmanivedanam. I and everything I have is all offered to him. He, him. There is no such thing as mine. Actually, if you think about this concept of mine, there is no such thing as mine. What really belongs to us? You think about it someday. I have a habit of saying, so this is mine, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine, that's also mine. But what really belongs to mine? Really nothing belongs to me. Does the body belong to me? How much control do I have? If it belongs to me, I should have control over it. I should keep it as long as I want, in the condition I want. I can't do anything. I have no control. No, I brought nothing to this world when I came. I came with empty hands, except my karma I brought. That is mine. That's the only thing I can call me is my karma. That's all I brought. Good and bad package I brought. And that's the karma package I'm taking to my next life. Everything else, whatever money, property, body, everything I will leave behind and go. Empty-handed I came, empty-handed I come. Only thing I brought is my karma, only thing I'm taking with me is my karma. That's all mine. So there is no such thing as mine. What the devotee should say is, instead of saying I and mine, a devotee should say thou and thine. That is the transformation switch we have to make. Instead of saying this is mine, in our mind we should say this is thine, this is his. But it is in my name, house is in my name. In the children's application form I say parents' name, I put my name. That is okay, I am only temporarily in charge of this, it's all this property. He has given it to me to be taken care of by me only because I want it. Nothing comes to me. No house, no spouse, no money, no body, not even body comes to me except as I wanted it.